Moika! Hey there, welcome back to the channel. I'm here with our special guest Anna. She is a biologist as well as an herbalist, and she's based in southwest Finland. In this video, we're going to take you around the forest here in Mustikkamaa. Is that how you say
Yes.
it? Mustikkamaa.
Bilberry Island.
Bilberry, okay. And we're going to see what kind of herbs and flowers maybe even, or maybe even a mushroom or two we can find today. So we're just right across the water from Helsinki and we're surrounded by lots of nature. So let's go ahead and see what we can find today.
This one. So this is called Livelong, and it's a succulent plant. You can see it growing in the rocks, so it can survive very dry environments. So let's try. Take one leaf.
This one too, right?
Yes, that's the same. This is easy to identify because we don't have anything succulent plant that is this big, so that's why it's easy. We don't have any lookalikes for this that would be poisonous or anyway.
Okay, so we can eat it just like this. Okay.
Yes, try.
Let's go. Oh, it's juicy.
Juicy
for our plant.
Yes,
That's what's called a succulent.
Yes, it's a lot of water in it, and it's a very healing plant too. Wow. It is said that it can heal kind of wounds and cuts on the outside, on the inside, if you're irritated cut or something like that. So then this is a good way. For the Finnish aloe vera, we could say.
Finnish aloe vera.
Yeah.
Oh,
so even sunburns, even anything like rashes or anything you have on your skin, so you could rub it, and then of course internal use, same thing. It heals the inside of issues.
It's tasty.
It is good. So we use this raw or lightly cooked, so we can saute in a frying pan. Usually like raw in a salad, for example, on a sandwich. Just snack on it. And it's best now before the flower comes, because when the flower comes it changes a little bit bitter.
Okay, so that flower right there, right, the purple one?
No, this is the violet, which is edible too. So you can try the violets too. Try.
I've maybe seen these sold at supermarkets.
Yeah, there are several species of violets. This is the wild one. It's also called pansy. It's also called heart's ease.
Okay.
So I mean, but it's edible, and all of these violets that we can find in the wild and in the supermarkets, of course, they are edible. Yeah.
So people put these in like teas and cakes and things like that, right?
Yeah.
You just put the whole thing in your mouth?
Yeah. It's very mild. There's a little bit of hint of something peppermint, like toothpaste even. You chew a little bit. It's interesting.
You're right, there's an aftertaste.
So we could use these in herbal teas, the whole plant. We can, for decoration, we can use these flowers. Violets, again, they're also quite easy to recognize because we see them. We see them in the supermarkets. We see them everywhere. So it's a very good beginner's herb, the violets.
And I see that there's some that's white and yellow too, right? Here?
Yeah, there are different variations, but this is called viola tricolor. So usually we should find 3 colors on it. 3 colors, viola tricolor it's the name for this one, but we can find different versions. And try to take without the root.
Oh, you're right, because it doesn't grow back.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It was an accident, but we are all here to learn. So sometimes accidentally, and then you might take a root or something. But we have everyone's rights. So that means that we are allowed to take, but we're not allowed to take the roots. We are not allowed to take from the trees leaves or spruce tips or pine needles or bark or sap. So those we're not allowed to take. We are only allowed to take everything that's grass stemmed.
I see. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I've heard about this every man's right, but I didn't realize that you can't take it.
And now it's not every man's right, it's everyone's right. They changed it for a couple of years ago to make it like equal for everyone. But it's a very nice thing that we are, and of course we cannot go too close to anyone's houses, so we need to be polite wherever we are picking mushrooms or herbs or anything. So we need to do that.
And what's the word in Finnish?
Jokaisen oikeudet.
I will put it on the screen.
Yes, jokaisen oikeudet. Yeah. Let's see what we have here.
Okay.
There's a bunch of things here. Here is the raspberry leaves. I mean, now we are not allowed to take because it's a wood-stemmed plant. This is a young one, and I mean it's very, very hard. If you compare it to something that's grass-stemmed like these. Or the violets. But if this would be our garden, we could take this and brew a herbal tea out of it. And infusion, it's a very dense, filled with minerals and vitamins and trace elements. For anyone who's been sick for a long time, this is a good plant to kind of get back to life. It's very good for the hair, so we can make a hair rinse out of it. It's very good for the eyes if we have an eye infection, so we can kind of clean our eyes with it. Of course, we eat the berries too later on, but now we could make something out of these, the herbs. And then we have nettle, the stinging nettle ones here. And now it is midsummer time, so then definitely they are starting to be ready, the stinging nettle seeds from here, and we could collect them like this, and then we use this as kind of like a supplement. So if you need, there's a lot of iron in them, there's a lot of calcium, magnesium, vitamin C, B vitamins. I mean, this is one of the most nutrient dense plants here in the Finnish nature. So, and especially the seeds, so that's why we can use them as supplements. We can just sprinkle the seeds in on a salad or on a porridge or in any food basically. When you bake a bread or something, you can make them. Of course, we eat the leaves too. It's best to collect them before the seeds come. But if we now cut this from here, so it will grow 2 new stems. So then we could have fresh leaves again without the seeds. But now at this time we would definitely want to have, and of course this stings. Have you touched this before?
My husband has said a few weeks ago that we should go and look for these nettle leaves for salad.
Yeah.
But I haven't touched it yet.
So if you touch it, it might sting and it might give you these little bumps. But it just itches. It's not dangerous. It actually makes your blood circulate better, so it's a good thing sometimes. And in Finland, of course, we've had a thing called nettle sauna, so we go and whip ourselves with the net.
Too?
Yeah, because then we make the blood circulate better, especially for those who have let's say like a joint aches or aches in any ways, or if you're cold, so we need blood circulation. That's a very good thing. But of course it feels a little bit uncomfortable. Try the sting.
Oh, it's, just a little bit. Not as bad as these guys.
Yeah, the thistles, they are. But they don't, kind of, the sting and these ones, they will kind of give a rash, and then again on the thistles, they don't.
They just poke you.
They just poke you, because there is this acid inside of the small needles, basically, that break.
It's okay to eat. So
yeah, you can try one of these seeds, and then of course we don't want anything to sting in your mouth. So what you need to do, you need to a little bit crush them with the fingers like this, and then you can eat them.
Okay, so you crush them and then you put it in your porridge and things. Not just like this.
So try a little bit, crush it.
All right.
It's very good. So nettle again, if any health issues you have, so start with nettle, even for those who are allergic to things. So nettle is very suitable for everyone, for kids as well.
We should plant some of those in our backyard.
And then let's see what we have here. And we could actually, I'm gonna use the scissors for, we could cut so we can make something from here. Okay, here we have, let's see, I'm gonna check the species of this one. Yes, this is the Perforate St. John's wort. And how to identify, okay, we will see soon. They give you out this red color, and the flowers are actually yellow.
Oh, wow.
So it's a very magical plant, of course. It has this kind of color trick. And why this plant is famous? This is famous because it is known that if you're feeling somewhat depressed, so this will uplift your mood. For women, if they have like PMS, any situation in your life that you are feeling a little bit down. And then in external use, it's a relaxing plant. So you could make an oil and like a massage oil out of it, for example. I feel that this is, when you have a plant that has a yellow flower, I will see if they are not yet ready, but you will basically see that they have yellow petals. And then it gives out red color, so that's magic, right? If something is, so that is. And that's all the active ingredients are in the flower. Now we just need to wait a few weeks, a week or two. This we can use as an incense as well, because we want to capture the magic in it. We need something, a very sacred, a very magical plant. So let's take a few of these, or we can make incense bundles. Of course, making incense is a good idea when you want to work with plants in a different way, just not eating. We can burn them. We can enjoy the smoke that comes from it when we're meditating, or if we are having a cleaning day, we want to clean the energy of the house. So then we can use, for example, plants like this. And for example, we know how this works in our body. This is something that lifts the mood. So in same way in incense, the smoke, we have the lift of the energy.
You get it through the smell.
Yeah, too.
Do you have to dry them before you burn them?
Yes, we need to dry them for a couple of weeks.
You said that it's good for healing, like if you're feeling depressed.
Yeah.
Would you just eat the leaves?
We would make an herbal infusion, or even better, we can make a tincture, because water, alcohol, or vinegar will extract the active ingredients, and then it's kind of easier for our digest. If we put in a salad, our digestion cannot squeeze out the things we need from there. Herbal infusion, it's the easiest way. We can use them fresh or dried. So we could take a bunch of these and put them in a cup of hot water, and then after 5-10 minutes enjoy the cup.
Okay.
And this is a medicinal plant, so we can divide our plants that some are more vegetable-like, some are more like medicine. And then if I say that a plant is medicine, medicinal, so then we need to also think about, do we have anything that plant is not good for us? So let's say for women who are pregnant, for women who are breastfeeding, for someone who has like an organ issues, like a dysfunction or something like that. So then I know some herbs are good for all of these special situations, but some are not good. So you need to, when you are working with or using these more medicinal herbs, so check always if it's good and suitable for you, and for very young kids as well. So then keep in mind that. Let's go and see some yarrow here, a very famous plant. Yarrow. So this one.
Oh yeah, you see those everywhere.
Yes.
You see them in between sidewalks.
Yeah.
Basically anywhere.
It's a strong warrior. We could take a couple of these for the incense bundle, but I mean for the medicinal properties, or how to use this as a spice. So we can think yarrow as thyme or something like a little bit like a stronger flavor, so we could give flavor to soup or with fish or something that it would be suitable. Medicinal properties are that it's a blood stopper, so if you get a wound, so you can take a leaf and then you can just rub it, squeeze it, and then you can press it on the wound, and there's a lot of vitamin K in it, so it will stop the bleeding quite quickly.
Oh, wow.
Internal use, if you have any digestion issues, so basically you can use it, drink it as a herbal infusion before a meal or after a meal. For immunity, a very good plant. So if you're having kind of some first flu symptoms, then you can make an infusion, or then you can use in tinctures or any other way. And again, a women's plant, because it's a blood stopper. So women who have too heavy periods, so this is a helpful plant for those. Even, I mean, if you have any issues with your periods in general, because it is a friend for the liver, and anytime we have like hormonal issues, so we need to support our liver. So it's a good plant for liver, for detox as well.
So do you also eat the flower or just the leaves?
We eat everything, or I mean the leaves are good for cooking and used as spice. We can make an amazing herbal butter, for example. Or then again the flowers. Okay, now we just have only flower buds. We don't have the flowers yet, but the flowers or the flower buds, so they are specifically good for if we want to have make a medicine out of them.
Okay.
Medicinal properties best here, and then as a spice the leaves. If you are allergic to chamomile or mugwort, then this might not be a good for you, but if you're not allergic for those, so then...
My son actually gave this to me when he came back from your foraging trip, and it's very strong.
It is.
It's a lot stronger than... He had a whole bunch of things in his basket, and he just handed this to me. He's like, try it, and I did. I was like, oh!
It is. That's why I say it's more like a spice. So use it in cooking as to give flavor to foods.
Oh, it's very strong.
It is.
But it's good.
And when you make an herbal infusion out of this one, the taste will be much milder. So now raw, strong. Okay. Definitely. What next? We could go here. Oh, these are the chives. We could try some chives.
Oh, the flower.
Yeah. But they, of course, there are the. You can try that one.
I don't. Do I eat the flower too?
You can eat everything, the stem and everything. So many are surprised that we have actually chives in the wild here.
Yeah, I
It's
didn't realize.
many people.
So pretty.
Yeah, they think this is as a garden herb, but it is also a wild herb.
The flower.
Mm,
Ooh, very strong.
it is.
Very chivy.
Very chivy, exactly.
Would you say the flower is stronger than the stem?
Yeah, on this one a flower is, but if you find only a stem without the flower, then it's also quite strong.
Maybe we have to find some mint leaves after this.
Yeah, sure. It will give you that oniony flavor. And this with these pink flowers.
These small ones?
The small ones. So this is the sheep sorrel. Let's see if we have any leaves. They are very flowering already, but taste is best in the leaves. But you can try, for example, there. Try that one. It's good.
I'm still tasting the chives.
We should take the chives last.
Oh, is it sour?
Sour, yes. So people are surprised at how many flavors there are in the wild. Yeah, good. This is how they are shaped, like a small sword.
So cute. I've seen these grown in sand, like in children's playgrounds and things. Didn't realize you can eat them.
Yeah, we have a few sorrel species. This is one of these.
Ooh, I like sour things. That one was good.
Yeah, put these in the basket,
Here.
please.
So we're collecting some plants here, and we're gonna make an incense at the end. So pretty.
It is.
And we haven't gone very far.
Yeah.
A few steps.
It is.
when we first started.
We have around 300 edible wild herbs or medicinal. So usually we don't need to walk far away to find something at least. So let's go and see here. Ah, here are some flowers from the yarrow. Now you can see how they look when they open up.
Can you eat the flowers?
Yes, they are very strong if you eat them like this, so that's why they are more used in infusions and other things. Okay, and then we have here wild oregano. Try.
A leaf?
Yeah. Strong.
Yes.
So this we can put on our pizza. This is also, of course, a very healthy and healing plant for us. It's more like a calming plant.
Okay.
It calms our nervous. It calms our digestion. It's good for cough, lung issues. So there's a lot of things that we kind of forget, but these very common herbs that are used around the world, that they are also very healing and good for us.
So do you just eat the leaves for the cough, or?
We could make again an infusion or a tincture, so we could put everything there. And then for cooking, as a spice, I usually use the leaves because the stem is quite hard. So then it's best to just take these.
Now when you make an infusion, do you put it in boiling water or do you put it in hot water?
70 to 80 degrees ish, because too hot will destroy some of the vitamins. So if you would make an infusion and you would have some bark or some like pine needles, then it can be boiling, or root. Sometimes we need to have a little bit more like kind of harder.
All right.
Okay. What else? Hey, let's go there to the beach side. There's a couple of plants. We could have a look there. Let's go from here. This is also a sorrel, a bigger one, a little bit more to eat.
This one?
The common sorrel, this.
Oh.
Try the leaf from this one.
Okay. All right. I like how you don't tell me what the taste is before I try it.
Yeah, we'll see your reaction.
That's sour.
Yeah, it's super sour.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm gonna film this so I can remember what it looks like.
Yeah.
Did we see a baby one earlier?
No, that was another species.
Oh, okay.
Another sorrels.
This leaf doesn't shape like a...
Yeah, this is more like an arrow.
Oh, I'm gonna have to remember this plant. Wow.
They have both these flowers, which are like kind of like pearls, like a little bit red color on them.
Can you do anything with the flowers?
You can eat them, of course, but I think they taste a little bit dry. They don't have that much taste. The leaves are better. If you start to look around, so we are walking on Yarrow all the time.
Yeah, they're literally everywhere.
Yeah, so then, I mean, it's crazy that we're walking on food and medicine all the time and we don't even realize it.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
Okay, let's go and have a look here. Here we have something very beautiful, very aromatic. So this one just smell on the flower.
Okay.
You can taste it too, but it's strong. It's more to a medicinal side. You can even smell here on the stem because for me it smells like pharmacy or hospital or something like that.
You're right. Wow.
So this is the flowers are very good in herbal infusions.
Okay.
We don't eat this raw because it's strong. It tastes like medicine.
Okay.
I mean, of course, someone likes the taste in that one as well. This is something that contains a lot of salicylic acid, and that means that it's good if you have a fever, if you have a headache, aches in general, pains. So external use, internal use, if we want to get rid of those kind of symptoms, so then we can use in foot baths. If we have pain in our feet, if we want to have a headache, we make an herbal infusion. But of course, someone who is allergic to aspirin cannot use this one as too, because there's salicylic acid in that one too.
So there's acid in like when somebody has pimples or acne?
Yeah.
It's the same? Can you use it for the same
Yeah,
purpose?
you can make like a skincare, like a facial tonic, for example. So make an herbal infusion and then you let it cool down and then you sprinkle it on your face. So it is the simplest way to use herbs in like cosmetics.
And when you make a cosmetic infusion, do you put anything else in besides water?
If I want to have it preserved for a longer time, so then I use like preservatives that are for natural cosmetics, the same way that they are using. Then I can put, for example, glycerin or some other active ingredients. So there's a bunch of things that we can nowadays buy to add up to make and then make them preserve for a longer time. But if you just want to make quickly one, so you can just use the water and then next day you make a new one.
Okay.
Is that now? I will go and have a look. Sorry, I get excited.
I can see that.
So too many plants, too little time.
You should have a T-shirt.
Yeah. So this is the Mugwort. Very good one. So this one smells very good, and we will use this definitely in our incense bundle. This is a very magical plant too. I mean, a relaxing plant, someone who wants to remember the dreams, someone who wants to travel in their dreams. So we use this in infusions in the evening, or we can burn it as an incense to kind of get to that. So mugworts, of course, some are allergic to it. It's a strong plant, but a good spice again for strong flavored meat, for example, for fish again. So a very good incense herb, because there's a lot of essential oils in it too. So now I think we have a good bunch of beautiful herbs.
Look at that. I need a bigger basket next time. Are we gonna make
We can make them here.
Okay.
We can just use our intuition. What do we like? What do colors? What smell? Or then we can think about, okay, I need something relaxing. I know that mugwort is relaxing and good for sleep. We know also this is more to a relaxing side, good for evening. So if we want to make an incense bundle, let's say for calming evening meditation or moments, so that we could choose these. And then if we want to have more something energetic, we use something like a sorrel, something like yarrow, something mood lifting. We could use the Perforate and John's wort.
Should we do both?
Because
both sound good, because I have 2 kids at home, 2 small kids. So during the evening time, I like to calm down, but in the morning, I need a little kick.
The plants, they have a lot of energy, and then the energy depends, of course, on the user as well. So there's a lot of things we don't maybe understand. We can kind of think about how they are working in us, or the scent and everything, or then we can just go by intuition. Okay, now I want to have something purple because I love purple. I mean, it could be simple as that too. You can do this one. You can, let's do, this could be, let's put a little bit of these oreganos here. So then we will need a little bit of something, a natural fiber put it all together. And we will need to make it quite tight because when they dry, they will shrink somewhat. So, yes, like this. And then we will start to make. And incense bundles like this, you can use any plant that you know it's not poisonous.
That was one of my questions. I was going to ask you if there's a lot of poisonous plants in Finland.
There are, of course, some. Some are just mildly poisonous that you will just vomit or have like a headache or something. But then there are a few that are even deadly poisonous. So then definitely we need to identify. We cannot just go and taste on anything we find. Same as with the mushrooms too.
Right.
Trying to some kind of knot here, like this, and then we can take away a little bit of these, like this, and then I usually make this kind of hoop here, so we can put this to hang from somewhere.
Yeah. Wow.
No, you can try to make it. I can try to film.
All right. So you said that these ones here are energizing.
Yes.
Right? And then can we do the chives?
Yeah, take the chives, they're beautiful.
They are. We're gonna make a short one, it seems like.
Yeah.
Do we take the flowers too?
Yeah, take them.
What
They are
these
beautiful.
called again?
The heart's ease, and maybe some of these mood lifting.
Was that the seagull?
Maybe.
The seagull's hungry. Is this enough or should we do more?
That's pretty.
That's good?
Yeah.
Is this part of
Yep.
it?
You can put some of those as
Okay.
well.
Okay, some twine. Am I doing it right?
Yeah. Looks good.
And then I just wrap
Yeah.
and do it tightly. This is a good place to stop.
Maybe a little bit
A
further.
little bit further.
Yeah, that's good.
And these are Fiskar scissors, also from Finland.
Yes, of course.
All right. And then we do a separate loop at the end.
Yeah.
I was so focused on filming you that I didn't really
You can first do like an.
do a knot on the one
Yeah.
end. Okay. Do you sail?
No.
No.
Do you?
No, my father-in-law doesn't. He knows all these different types of knots.
Ah, yeah.
And you said you want to use a natural twine because obviously when it starts to burn.
Burn, yeah.
Plastic, right?
Yeah. So now you can cut and make it like trim it if you want to
okay.
have it, make it even. Like that. Good.
Nice.
Pretty.
Now we have two.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Wow. So you said it takes like 2-3 weeks to dry?
Yeah. Sometimes quicker. You will see when they're crispy dry, then you know that they're ready.
Right.
Hang them somewhere, not in the direct sunlight. Yeah.
Okay. And then once you start burning it, might be a stupid question, which side do you burn it from first?
So here, so you can just
end.
light it from here,
Okay.
and then you need to have some kind of on top of something that doesn't burn, like a plate or something,
Right.
because it will, of course, for especially from these big one hanging, so it might fall down. So you need to have a big plate. So then a little bit, and then you shut it down, kind of.
Okay.
The fire like this, and then you can burn it several times.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Or then you can just put this in the, if you have a wooden sauna, you can put it in the wooden sauna and you will get the beautiful scent from there. Or if you have a fireplace, you can put it there to burn as a whole as well. You can have it in some kind of ritual if you have a celebration of a birthday or some special evening you want to have it. So there's many ways. That's pretty.
Nice, thank you. How long do you burn it for if you can burn it for a couple of different sessions?
It's just a few, minutes or two.
Minutes. I've never burned one before.
Yeah, because depending on the herb, so there will be a lot of smoke. So just for a small moment.
Okay. And do you like wave it around?
Yeah, waving it, get a little bit, do the witchy things, of course. Yeah.
Wow, this is so fascinating.
Well, these are beautiful as decorations. You don't even need to burn them. You can have them hanging from somewhere.
Yeah, it would be our souvenir.
Yeah, exactly.
Should we make some tea too, or do we not have enough?
Let's see what time it is.
Yeah. Oh, it's 5. Wow, that was fast. Okay, so we have some hot water here.
Yes.
Hopefully it's still hot. Water straight from Turku.
Oh,
And I have
nice.
one of these.
Oh, kuksa.
I only have one of those, so I also brought this. This is a tea set that we got from Thailand when we
Ooh.
visited Thailand a few years ago.
Let's make some yarrow for us.
Even though it's quite a warm day, We'll still enjoy some hot tea. What is the name of this cup again?
Kuksa.
Kuksa.
Yes. Now we will have it for a few minutes there.
Yeah. And this is a yarrow, you said?
Yarrow, yeah. So this is a women's plant, this is a liver plant, this is a blood stopper, this is a very versatile plant. Look how pretty it is.
Is it just a yarrow?
Only yarrow, yeah.
Did it have flowers on it when we cut it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, the other one had, yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch our video several times to really learn. All right, so as we're waiting for the teas to brew, Anna is on Instagram. I'll leave her handle on the screen as well as in the description below. And she also hosts a lot of different workshops here in Helsinki and in the surrounding areas in both Finnish and English.
Yeah.
And then she also does different private events too, right?
Yeah, for bachelorette parties and birthdays and other celebrations. So I do herbal cosmetics, herbal medicines workshops and herbal tea workshops, and then of course mushrooms, herbs and berries, like going outdoors and finding them.
Yeah, berry season and mushroom season coming up soon. The strawberries haven't really come out yet.
No.
I think it's still a little bit early for
Yeah,
strawberries.
we're still waiting.
Yeah. We can do a cheers.
Kippies!
Kippies! That's nice.
Yeah.
Yarrow is the one that we were stepping on earlier too.
Yeah.
Right? So it's
everywhere. Everywhere. And then you can eat the leaves that comes in your mouth at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
It's much milder now, right?
Much milder. Still quite strong though.
Yeah.
Feels very healthy.
It
No
is.
sugar. 100% natural.
We could put some honey there if we wouldn't to.
Oh, it's bitter. There's a vegetable. I'm ethnically Chinese. There's a vegetable called bitter melon. I don't know if you heard of it.
No.
It kind of looks like a cucumber, but it's very bumpy.
Okay.
And it's very bitter.
Okay. What do you make out of
You
it?
can just stir fry it. And
Okay.
it's just bitterness when you're eating it. I don't like it, but it's supposedly really good for you.
Bitterness is good for you.
Exactly.
It is. And many wild herbs have bitter flavors, and that's good for the digestion, for example.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Have you seen any poisonous plants in this area?
For example, this one here, this very close by, so that is somewhat poisonous. It's called tansy. It smells amazing, and it has been used back in the days for kind of if people wanted to get rid of parasites.
Oh, when they eat it?
Eat it, yeah. So it makes you a little bit vomit.
Oh.
So that's why it's not recommended. Also because of the liver toxin it contains. But you can use it also as incense. You can. It's not toxic that way because it's something that it is said that it would get rid of mosquitoes and insects around you too, in the same way as the parasites inside. It doesn't work for mosquitoes as well, but you can have it in a bouquet in your table, the beautiful yellow flowers that comes later on. But I don't see any deadly poisonous here, no. Most of these I see here are edible.
Okay, so Anna actually has a course right now. You have, how many students did you say you have for this course?
13.
13, that's a big group.
Yeah.
She has a course coming up at 5:30, so we're gonna have to wrap up this video. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something new. I certainly learned a lot of things. And I think while I edit this video, I'm gonna have to slow it down and just get every little bit of information that
There was
she
a
taught
lot
us.
of information.
It was a lot of information, yeah, but so useful. So thank you very much, Anna, for being with us. I will leave all her contact information below, and if you are in Finland, look into her courses. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Moi moi!
Thank you.
Okay, I'm just on my way back to the car. I still have the taste of chives in my mouth, and I just walked past a group of blueberries, and I see that there is one that's ready to eat. I haven't seen any blueberries in Turku just yet, so let's pick one and taste it. Okay, so here are the blueberries. You can see the new ones are starting to come out. This one is not quite ready yet, but I spotted this one. Might be really sour. Let's try it. Just a little bit sour. Could probably wait a week or two, but blueberries are coming into season. Yay!